Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Saturday night edition of Culture Vulture, where we're having the feelings for each other as men, but telling each other that it's okay. What's up, dude? Your mic went out.
I'm fucking muted because I was coughing because I have tuberculosis.
I got
Anyway,
tuberculosis.
No, I was coughing. Fuck, I didn't want to be rude. I mean, I feel okay.
You okay?
Yeah, anyway,
You
so
okay there,
dude,
Arthur
what was
Morgan?
up with the theme song? Everything kept like fucking the timing was fluctuating. I felt like I was listening to like Lars Ulrich tapes.
It was the Zebra tapes. I re-edited it, and I had Lars Ulrich.
Was that
over
just
it.
was that just me or like that didn't come out that way, right?
I
I
don't
guess
know.
I'm just
It
getting like a
might have.
bad feed or something.
No, it might have. I don't know. I mean, so far we sound fine. So
I swear to God, it just sounded like your voice got faster. Really, you're like, oh my God, we're gonna be okay now. Like, are you okay? Like, yeah, fine. Never felt better. What do you mean? What's going on right now?
God, you're gonna make me second guess everything now.
It's just a fuck. It's all like just being wound by a monkey. It's just like,
Nah, it's fine.
Anyway.
I heard it.
I'm just being stupid. I'm being a fucking, you know.
Oh man, how's your Thanksgiving?
Those hot guys that do it with guys.
Uncle?
I have no idea what I'm saying. I don't care.
So yeah, we didn't do a show. Oh, before we get into it, like, subscribe, share on every platform you can. All that stuff, that is much appreciated. Last week was Thanksgiving and had a family over, so we didn't do a show, which I'm sure you were kissing plenty of guys under the wishbone of a turkey.
Oh yeah, you know me. I always go for the drumstick.
Why is your camera frozen?
Is it really? You know why? I'll fucking tell you why in a second. It's something you could hear me, right?
Oh, I can hear you. Your camera's frozen.
Yeah, just give me a fucking second. It's pain in my ass. I shouldn't say that because now I'm just giving it away. No, somebody was calling me. It's just the call itself is a pain in the ass. I just said that. I was like, no phone calls.
Dude, you went completely still, and I was like, this motherfucker's a ventriloquist. I don't know how the fuck he's talking to me without making a mouth movement.
I put my hand somewhere and I just start feeling around and all the words come right out.
I don't know how he's calling me and his mouth isn't moving.
I was like, I gotta go do something now. And then I just ended up getting a phone call anyways, kind of. It's just like, please don't call. Okay. And then they call and you're like,
thanks. Thanks.
Like you can't get mad. No, I'm not mad. It's just like, because I know it's going to fuck the program up. So I was like, all right. And they don't know that they're doing that, so whatever. Can't get mad at anybody for that. I'll just stew.
Sure you can. You get mad. And get mad at anything. Why not?
No, it's not. Because I don't fucking care. You know what I mean? It's, who cares? Anyway, so, what's going on in the news, bro? Kanye West?
Dude, first off,
Kanye West is that flaming train wreck we've all been waiting for. He's like the ultimate minion of the Kardashians.
First off,
he's the crown jewel corn poop in their fucking shit, dude. Like it's like the crown jewel corn in their shit.
First
like
off,
it's Kanye
I feel
West.
bad for him.
I thought it was gonna be Lamar Odom or Odom.
I feel bad for him because he's obviously got fucking mental issues. But my God,
Kanye? Dude, what's up with Kanye getting out of the truck and he's like playing with his mouth and he's like, oh. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, I feel like he's really. I feel like he's fucking with people. I don't think it's real.
I think it's real, and I think the people he surrounds himself with, like Milo and Nick Fuentes, is
Nick Fuentes. Who the fuck? Oh yeah, you told me about Nick.
Yeah,
Fuentes
Nick Fuentes
today.
he's part of America First, and he's like this 19-year-old trad Catholic kid, and everybody thinks he's like this great oracle for the Republican Party, but everybody makes fun of the liberals.
First? Shut the fuck up. America First, like liberty this and da da da. Like, dude, it's another movement. And if I'm gonna sit there and say I don't want to hear it about Black Lives Matters, I don't want to hear it about America First. That sounds white as fuck. Like,
it's just
dude,
it's just lame as shit.
But
everybody
it's some neo GOP shit, dude. Like America First. It sounds like Sons of Liberty, Daughters of the Confederate.
Sons of Liberty, that's different. That's Revolutionary War, but
no, I know, but Nick Fuentes, Daughters of the Confederates.
Yeah, they were.
They were daughters.
They were daughters and sisters.
My mother's my sister. It will rise again.
But yeah, like everybody during the Parkland shooting was like, "Oh, we shouldn't listen to David Hogg, who is a fucking plant. That kid's not real." However, or he's just a fucking nothing happened to him. He's just a retarded.
Wait,
kid.
what was up with David Hogg? Wasn't he like he was like groomed for this shit? Like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
showed
yeah.
like that he was actually fucking doing stuff for a while, and he was ending up in different places.
Yeah, he
and
was in
acting like
Santa
a different
Monica and shit
person.
like that. But everybody, all the people on the right were like, "Don't listen to David
I
Hogg."
forgot about him.
Yeah,
David Hogg with
I
two
would love
G's, right?
to. Yeah, I would love to forget about that little fucking asshole. But everybody was like, "We shouldn't listen to him. He's a kid," which is correct. He's a kid. But then Nick Fuentes comes along and they're like, "Well, some kids," and it's like, no kids. You either stick,
Is he like a good looking guy? Is he like
no,
be
he
real?
just
Like
kind
I
of
don't
looks.
I
No, he
forgot.
just kind of
Is he
looks like a fucking dope. They both look like dopes. You just look at
No,
him.
but
you're
like, you know,
"Ugh."
no, like, but you know, there's some people that'll just like get on the bandwagon with like what's her name? Sarah Palin. They're like, she's so hot, I'll vote for her. Like, I want to see more of her. It's like, oh, she's gonna run your country though.
Yeah,
Like
like
you can
Tulsi
see
Gabbard.
her, like egg her on to do a calendar. There's websites for that. You could just like bid her ass out.
Yeah, all things considered, she should have done a calendar.
All things considered, that website is fucking the Wild West. I just can't. I don't have the heart to ban that website. I don't. It's too good. It's too good. We're just gonna keep it as all things considered because I'm not gonna actually say the real website name,
But
you can. But you,
it's all
I
things.
just
It's all
can't-
things Warren.
I
Go
can't
to
bring my-
allthingswarren.com and just get fucking weirded out because it is fucked up.
yeah.
But yeah,
I
so
can't.
everybody.
I can't buy anything. Sometimes I just want to fuck with someone, but I'm like, who would I share this with? Like, I don't want to lose the few people I trust and value. But it's not all like that. But there's you get into the wild stuff, bro. You get into it, you see it, and you're just like, oh, I could never. And then people will message you. You remember that shit? I was telling you, like, we were looking into the site. We were gonna do a podcast about it. We were like,
Yeah,
nah,
well,
like
it would have went too far. We did like a quick one, but anyway, so Kanye West has surrounded himself with Nick Fuentes and Milo, who for some reason,
Fuck is Milo and Otis? Is he going solo?
for some
God,
reason
I'm
conservatives
so
like him
old.
because he's like some British commentator dude who became an American Republican, but he's also the
Like
same,
David Attenborough?
or like who's the guy something Hilton for Fox? Steve Hilton? Am I correct on that name?
Perez Hilton?
No, that's the guy who's part of the MPOX, that wrestling group. But
Right.
yeah, so
I don't-
Milo MPOX, that's what the CDC is now calling monkeypox.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so instead of
Mpox?
Xpox and shit like that, MPOX.
Epoch? Is it Epoch?
But yeah, so Milo is the same dude who's like, America is the greatest institution, but then he said that sex with boys is natural, and the Republicans were like, well, he didn't mean it. It's like, well, it came out of his fucking mouth, so he fucking meant it. So I don't know what you want to say, but it sounds like he fucking meant it. He should have been kicked out of the conservative movement from the fucking get-go. However, it's funny you bring up Kanye because I know you're not you don't go on Twitter, you don't go on Facebook, and you don't like, I keep up with the internet shit and you don't. So I love being able to watch it, and then I love getting your reaction, which is you know.
I saw it. I mean,
That's right. You're not Hitler. You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Well, I see good things about Hitler also. The Jew, I love everyone.
Dude,
he's mocking it, dude. I'm telling you,
no,
this is a
he's
fucking
not, dude. He's
setup.
standing by this. He's cutting
No,
all
listen to
his
his voice. He just sounds like
No,
he's
not.
mocking them.
Do you
Listen to
understand
he's
how
talking.
long this interview was?
I don't
It
know.
was
I don't
hours
buy
long.
Kanye.
I don't buy him either. He's a poison pill. He's gonna completely like fracture whatever the GOP has left, because some people are gonna be like, yeah, we got a star on our side.
But
which-
why? But no, it can't be that. It can't be that because there's no way that anybody thinks that Kanye is a good idea. So
No,
why is there's people
they
using
don't.
his star power?
Yeah, exactly, dude. It's almost like that same thing
They're
with
just gonna
Eddie Murphy.
use him, dude. All right, let me just be real with you. This hasn't worked in the Republican Party. He's black, okay? Do you think they're gonna really have mercy on him? Like if he's fucking with them? Like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to paint the Republican Party as racist, but and I'm not, but there's not a lot of black people in that party, and there's probably a lot of reasons for that. Now, this guy's gonna go into the big GOP war machine, right? And it's Kanye West. The guy's pretty smart. I mean, he writes some ill rhymes. I don't know. He's good.
I love
at
how
stuff.
you
But,
acted like a
dude,
child trying to swallow
He's
terrible
not
food saying
now,
that.
dude. He knows better. We all fucking know better. You don't sit there and go, "Oh, yeah, that fucking Hitler guy." You know, yeah. Come on, everybody. Dude, anybody who started that conversation has watched their fucking career go. Oh, hey guys. You know what I mean? Like Kanye's fucking around. He's fucking around, and everybody's taking the bait. It's stupid. Oh yeah, dude, I love everybody. So Hitler had fucking great ideas. Like this guy has written some of the most poetic fucking things that like hip hop's ever had. Like, I don't know, man. I'm sorry. Just to sit there and think that he's like, oh yeah, the fucking Nazis might have some good qualities. Well, I love everybody. Like, come on. But then he's talking about killing Kim Kardashian, like his ex-wife. Like, I have 2 ex-wives. I would never say or want to do anything like that. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like, he's not about that. I want everybody has good in them. Like, he's talking about fucking killing Pete Davidson. Yeah, I get it. We all kind of do, but we don't say it because we're not going to do it.
Yeah, I wish the day his dad died was bring your daughter to work day and Pete came. It fucking saved us so much fucking trouble. Really would have, but
I'm not touching 9/11 stuff, man. Oh, that's not
yeah,
cool.
George Bush did for us.
Done with the
I'm just kidding.
classifications. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler.
Oh yeah, then it goes on to that stupid like Alex Jones.
So who's that Alex Jones show?
Yeah. So he wanted, dude. There was
So
points
he
where
went on
like
there.
Alex
He
Jones
went on
was
there.
like,
He went on there to fuck Alex Jones. That's all he.
Yeah.
did.
Oh yeah, probably. I told you, man. Kanye West is
He's
a poison
not
pill.
a GOP. It's a dude. You're just not. You're not seeing it.
No,
either.
I see it.
Republicans don't see it. He's just fucking
Republicans don't see it
sabotaging
because there's
them.
gonna be some of them who are like, yes, hell yeah, we got him on our side. It's like, no, you don't.
Like, what person is gonna sit there in America and be like, you know, that Kanye really started to make sense ever since he whitened up? Like, come on, you know, like, is everybody just fucking got their head in the fucking sand except me? I don't know that. No, you know what it is? It's me. I have my head in the sand, and you know what? I don't hear anything. It's quiet, and I don't give a fuck. I'm good. So where I am right now, I'm happy. Because guess what? Kanye West, he's full of shit. Okay? Donald Trump, he's too fucking old to run. I don't give a shit. Okay? Joe Biden, I don't think he knows what goddamn fucking day it is. Okay? So it's just fuck him. Fuck. And Alex Jones, this guy's going out on what is he trying to do? Make up the fucking $80 trillion he owns fucking the Ephesians. What the fuck, man? Alex Jones, he's fucking in the wall. He's never gonna have the guy's never gonna make a profit in his entire life. He could live to be 200 years old. So he's just whatever. He's just now he doesn't give a fuck. So now the media is going to run with this because they're going to make it look like, this is what Republicans really feel like. This is what they think they are.
That's what I'm saying.
Like this, and it's like, no, it's not. This is another Democrat tactic to bring down the Republican Party. I'm a registered Democrat. I don't really fuck with them anymore, but I'm certainly not fucking with Republican Party shit. I don't give a fuck. But this is a Democratic fucking ploy to hurt the fucking Republican Party just in time for 2024. Kanye West is so full of shit. I'm not buying it. He's talking about killing Kim, and now he wants to talk about the love, and he could direct that shit so haphazardly to see that the Nazis had some good qualities. Like, shut up, dude. And Alex Jones, you got what you deserve. Don't fuck with people's like kids and stuff and their parents. Like, that's a tragic event. I don't know exactly what happened because it's none of my fucking business. And now you're fucking fucked. So those two guys are idiots, man. Pass, dude. Pass. Me personally, I'm not interested. They're just two morons. I can go to the bus stop and fucking listen to that type of banter. I knew a woman in Brentwood that used to swish her mouth with a bottle of bleach. I swear, she used to sit on a bucket. This big lady, she was crazy. That shit's more entertaining than fucking Kanye because she can't hurt anybody. Like, she's just whatever. Kanye, people are just actually going to buy into this. That's my 2 cents.
Let's see if I can find the other. There was a couple big things that happened this week. One of them was yesterday, and I was gonna.
Christine McVie from fuck all that political shit. Christine McVie died from Fleetwood Mac. Now I don't like them. but that's a big deal. I mean, she
there was a bigger deal that happened today.
hmm.
Jonathan the Turtle turned 190. Oldest living tortoise, 1832 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool
it's
shit, man. That's cool shit.
yeah. I would be careful when mowing the lawn on that property.
Yeah, so yesterday, yeah, he's huge. So I'm pretty sure your lawnmower is gonna fucking be destroyed before he does. Yeah, so yesterday they released the Twitter files.
No,
Dude,
God.
it was like this huge thing that they were hyping up to show that the story was suppressed about the laptop for the 2020 and that Republicans were targeted. At the end of the files, you do find out it was internal memos that, to sum it up, Jack Dorsey had nothing to do with it, apparently. But the
If he's got nothing to do with Jimmy and Tommy Dorsey, then I don't care.
whatever the Indian bitch's name is who was running Twitter, Sanjay Vijay, blah blah
The
blah.
Indian? Did you? Oh God! Or what
do you want me to call her?
dude?
Street shitter?
No, you don't say. You don't make a point when you talk like that. Because people just shut you off. They'll be like, "You're an asshole," and they'll be like, "Whatever." Like you're an Indian. I can't even say that. Like, what the fuck?
You
gotta present your points, man. You gotta present your points.
These aren't my points. I'm just telling you what happened yesterday.
You're like a shock jock.
Hey, why don't you go sit on that mechanical bull over there with your pussy out?
Hey, Hillary, come over here. Show me your tits, baby. Like, no, don't. They're gonna smell. Oh, she just has that feet thing to her. Oh.
You think she smells like butt, like doo doo?
She just. I did read that Hillary, like in college, like stunk horribly. Like I read this like in a fucking like New York Times thing, man. Like people said that she was just gross and unkempt and shit. She just had this like she really had a thirst for power from like the time she was like in college. Like one day I'm gonna fucking ruin the country, and people like, you want to go get laid? She's like, no. They're like, shut up, bitch. I don't know, like 50 years later, she's like, once I beat Trump, it'll be mine. And then like Trump won. She's like,
he fucking won.
The fuck? Oh shit. She didn't even come out. Like, I don't think it's ever happened. Like a president's always, said, all right, this fucking sucks dick. It is what it is. And she just was like, no. I mean, she must have fucking went crazy. There must have been gunplay at one point. She must have been like, and it's like, yo, what the fuck? You just lost. Like, chill. Think about Bill. He's like, no, I want her to go away and go away.
I wish she would leave. Quite frankly.
Maybe at the end of it, I'd like for her to go away because she's been a thorn in my cockhole this whole time. Where's Monica?
So anyway, they released these. They made it seem like this huge fucking event was gonna happen. People are gonna sink, and they had the Twitter files released, and it was the biggest nothing burger I've ever fucking seen, dude. I sat there and read the whole thing. I was there for part of the voice call they had on Twitter. You can like,
this is what you did instead of fucking call me. You fucking read Twitter files.
I thought some real shit was gonna happen.
It's MySpace on fucking roids. I mean, even Barry Bonds came back to Earth. I mean, it's just Twitter. It's so ridiculous. What is it, 144, 120 characters? What is this thing? And you just tweet and you just say stuff like, I don't really like the weather today. Joe Biden, not my president. Or we need guns, everybody. Or if you're not willing to date a trans man, then you're a homophobe. Okay, I need to go to work. Like, get the fuck out of my way. Like, I don't care about this shit. The Twitter files, like. Do you think maybe Angelina Jolie did say something uncouth about Brad this whole time? I wonder.
No. It wasn't like that. It was released. It was the internal emails released. That's what it was. But the only thing they proved is that the Democratic Party contacted Twitter and said the First Amendment is flexible and not absolute. That was
How
the
flexible.
only big thing that came out of it. The other shit, they were like, and then this happened this day. And I was like, I don't fucking care about that. Like, I waited this whole, like, I was just scrolling through and like, this is the biggest fucking bullshit. And then Elon Musk is like, stay tuned for part 2 tomorrow. And I was like, dude, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
This guy, he's so rich.
and
And
bored.
he's just like,
He's just
I like to
bored.
fuck around with people. Like, check it out. Like, 20 million people are gonna shit their pants, bro. And I'd be like, yo, you
I
worry
give
about
him-
getting assassinated and shit. Cause yo, these people are really fucking bugging out. He's like, I know, man. Watch this. Yeah, watch. Oh, that bus just went off a cliff. That's so great. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, this is great. I'm so rich. And I'd be like, you're gonna fucking get killed. People are gonna get sick of you, Elon. I don't even know your name. I've been here for 4 days, and he ordered a pizza and won't let me leave.
Elon bust. He's like,
Egon Thrust.
he's like, do you have
That's
any?
that's that power. That's that power move in Ghostbusters. Egon Thrust. Like, yeah, Egon. All right, guy, chill. I just want. All right.
Do you
Let's
have
go
a-
back to the car.
Do you have anything that you can explain? Are there presents in your house? Egon Thrust.
Where's Deborah?
Ew.
Ew, I know.
The only thing I will give Elon Musk
No.
credit for.
I thought you were gonna say the wife from Everybody Loves Raymond. I'll give her credit because she was hot. I was gonna
Oh, yeah,
fucking just come to you and
Patricia
fight you.
Patricia Heaton.
Patricia Heaton is such an asshole.
The only
Just
thing I'll
because of
give,
that character. I know she's probably like a decent lady, but I hated that character.
that show sucked. The only thing I'll give Elon Musk credit for is he did reinstate every bit across. It doesn't matter what spec like side of the aisle you're on. He did unban everybody. As
Thank God.
long
You
as
know-
it,
yeah,
as
you know,
long as it wasn't
that frees up the account I've never had.
but he did ban a bunch of child porn shit that was getting through the cracks, which is cool.
Okay. All right. I mean, that's pretty obvious stuff to get rid of. So Elon Musk, good job on kind of just being annoying today.
He's
Again.
annoying every day. Are you fucking kidding me? The guy's
He's
always,
very annoying. I mean, at least Jeff Bezos eats his children in private. You know what I mean? Like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, come on, Vlad. You really have to eat lunch underneath all your impaled victims? Like, Elon Musk loves to play with his food. You know what I mean?
yeah. I don't trust him. Everybody thinks he's
He
gonna
likes
be
to
this-
fuck around too much. Like, it is what it is. He's got money, but like people should just be like, yo, you really need to stop. Like, he's got like he's got like money invested in Neuralink, like brain scans and shit. Like, he wants to put stuff in your brain. Like,
Dude, he's working on a new one called Doc System.
I'm just moving to Kansas and say I can't do this because Kansas doesn't fuck around. Kansas is just like it's 1911 and that's it.
He's
And
working
I like
on a,
that.
He's
I
working on a
mean,
new one called Doc
And
System.
they don't segregate in Kansas. So it's 1911, but there's equality. So Kansas is cool, except you don't want to go to Kansas City, which that's in Missouri. Kansas City, Kansas too. But the one in
He's working on Doc System. It's a system that allows two guys to put their penises together. He's like, we
now
have
see
created an
that, but
artificial
that's
foreskin.
because I don't get to see you all the time. So something like that would be very special for you and me. What
That's fucking terrible.
did I say? What?
Uh,
You're telling me it would be too weird for you to put your foreskin over my penis tip? Like, that's too hard for you? Like, you're telling me that the action of doing that, you just can't. Like, you need Elon Musk to help you? Like, I'm your brother.
one
Like,
love,
I don't-
brother lover.
No, I mean, no, hold on. You just can't you can't fathom just flapping over me. Like, the fuck, what if it's raining? What if we're just,
Foreskin ponchos.
this world is just full of fucking selfish people, and I just didn't think you'd be one of them.
That's so
Like,
fucking
what
terrible.
happened? I'm sorry. So people are probably like, does he really want to do that?
That's fucking terrible, dude. God.
Yes.
No, don't worry.
Yes,
Jay,
I do.
stop. We're brothers.
What?
It's fine. We could do this.
I don't listen. I bet you though that your jizz would probably taste about the same as mine. So think we're related. So I don't think I'd be shocked.
You're like, nope. Oh, yep. Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Is
Don't
this
worry about it.
this is basically the part of the episode where I just basically cancel myself out because I'm stupid. They're like, yeah, cool, come taste. All right.
Come taste our cum.
Are you Hey, honey, are you writing this all down? My wife's a stenographer. I don't have a. No, I'm not married. Fuck that. I need to tell the truth. But a stenographer.
Do not.
It's like
Hey, what the fuck is going on? You think you're so fucking
you know, that's
smart.
just one of those Italian ass fucking words I hate. Stunad. What the fuck? I mean, you know, I know, because they're always like a maca fuck cool, a fucking, you know, everything's like everything sounds just like a popcorn maker full of fucking vowels. And it's like, oh god, shut up. Sorry.
It's not even a.
Sorry, I had to order pizza tonight, and I went into the restaurant, so I'm just a little hot under the collar.
Because you saw a bunch of Italian dudes.
I'm like, do you guys have paper plates? Ah, moron. I'm like, and then the guy's like, you want another plate? Yeah. I'm like, no, I fucking don't. Like, I can't believe you made this, and I'm going to put this on my body. Yeah, they fucking in this fucking Saturday, right?
Dude, the worst is the fucking Long Island
Girls and
Italians.
shit, yeah.
We've said that before on this show, but the Long Island Italians are for sure the worst people that have ever existed.
I don't even know what it's all about. I just can't even form an opinion on the Italian, Long Island Italian. I don't know anything about it. It's fucking crazy. I run. Every time I see like an Achi or an Idi or Ido or a Judas or something. Judas, right?
Yeah.
Where did I hear that name before? So that's an Italian last name. Like Del Judas, Flo Judas, all the like, hey Judas. No, Judas, don't do that, Judas. All right, cool.
I kissed my friend on the mouth for 32 pieces of pepperoni.
Yo, Marlon Brando is silly, dude. It's the best way I could just tell you. Like, the best, if anybody ever had to sum up Marlon Brando in one word, you don't have to be derogatory. Just say that guy was silly. If you did, like, you know the story about him getting the island.
Yeah.
He like left his wife during the production of a movie because there was some like young girl on his island. He's like, I'll fucking buy it. And then he took all the film. It's not funny that he left his wife for her, but that woman's better off. Oh my God. His ex-wife is probably like, you know, but oh my God. He took all the film equipment from I think it was like Paramount. It was so stupid. He was like, let me film this movie and you come down and get this shit. And they're like, all right, Marlon. And he filmed her like running on the beach, like, and like animals, and him like playing like bocce. And then he handed the reels back to them. And it was like thousands of dollars in film. And they went down there and they were like, you motherfucker. Like literally, they were like, we'll fucking kill you. That's what part. Like I think this is part of why he got blacklisted for a while. And they were like, I thought he got
blacklisted the second he was kissing Richard Pryor.
I got $40,000 of fucking footage of your fucking Indo-Chinese girlfriend frolicking on the beach when you're supposed to be killing Hawaiians. You got 20 days to make me a happy man. And Marlon was probably like, what are you talking about? I don't care, Marlon. I'll fucking kill you. Fucking station a tank right outside his hut. Oh my God. It just makes me mad. Imagine just being so stupid. Be like, Brando getting the equipment and going down to this island, even though he just left his wife for some little like trinket of a woman. Give him the equipment. He's making rash decisions. This is great. We're like, oh, the footage is here. Oh, our movie. I wonder if the credits are on there too. Like this guy has no. Like Marlon Brando probably doesn't even know how to open up a can of fucking peanuts. He's like, Seamus, what the fuck? You know, like it's one of these things. Like, I can't open this. It's a bottle. And they're like telling, like they get the canisters open, and they're like, they're all sitting there with popcorn and tuxedos in that big Egyptian film room. They probably at Grumman's Chinese Theater. Roll action, camera, go, and it's like, and it's just. And then the fuck is this? And that shit actually happened. Marlon Brando he's either a pimp or a stark raving psycho pimp.
Well, he also
So-
famously
It's just a great story.
fucking apparently dated Pryor.
I heard that. His didn't his daughter say that that's not true? To be fair,
I
I
think
mean-
his daughter originally came out and said it was true, and then years later recanted it. So
Like he dated Marlon. Like what is so? How old is Marlon Brando? Was
I
he
think he was born,
born
like,
like
26.
1928? I would imagine 26.
I think so.
Yeah, and then Richard Pryor's born in what 1939.
35, 37, I think.
So they're like 10 years apart. Marlon Brando never showed any interest in any human being, so he's gonna date a black guy.
Yes.
I don't see where that could go wrong. That's about as solid as
You
not
take your
burning
pants
yourself
off.
and running down Wilshire Boulevard.
Well, he was hot.
Richard Pryor is so weird. I mean, he's a great comedian, but oh my goodness, dude. Like giving like coked out interviews. He was one of those guys that just was not self-aware. He just didn't give a fuck. He's like, yeah, fucking blah, 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 you know, fucking like he's got cocaine. He looks like Shaquille O'Neal's armpits in the 90s with the white deodorant. Just fucking and I'm like, yo, Richard Pryor, I'm 9. I know you're high on something's not right with Richard Pryor. And he's like, but
How do you
Huh?
No, that was a stupid. I should have had this thing. I was pulling something up. But I should have.
I thought I was being questioned for a moment, and I got
How do you suck dick?
insulted. So I got rejected by the Israeli government for buying a fucking.
Your Mossad agent
Tinny-
finally cut you off. He was like,
I don't know
9/11
why I
was
got
enough.
rejected. The only thing I could think of is that they can't prove that it was discovered before 1978 because anything after 1978 can't leave Israel. So that's what I'm sure. Either that or like I don't think they were like it's fake because the gallery I was buying it from they're allowed to do all that shit by the Israeli government. They have like a document from the government, but the government has to come in and somebody has to look at the item and pass it for fucking certification. They just kicked my money back into my account, and I was like it was like 4 days, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait because there's one guy was like, I've been in customs since August. I was like, I don't want it that bad. I don't know. So I settled
I don't
for an
care
Egyptian
anymore.
Eye of Horus, which is certified, took a lot of research.
Oh, I thought you got a Russian Eye of Boris. I took it to 1911.
Yeah, no, fucking Yakov Smirnov. Fuck that guy. You ever see him, bro? Do you know fucking Yakov Smirnov?
Yeah, I know who he is. I've never watched any of his bullshit.
What the fuck, man? I mean, look, dude, Bobcat Goldthwait, whatever. All
I
right, at
watched a
least
movie
he's
with
good at-
Bobcat tonight.
He's good in fucking Police Academy. I'm sorry.
I watched
He
him in
is so good
Scrooged.
Oh, okay.
Good
All
fucking
right. How
movie.
was that?
It was good. First time I've ever seen it, and I enjoyed it.
I've never watched it. I've never
It's
watched
really good.
it.
It's just Bill Murray
What's the
being Bill Murray.
Yeah, I don't like Bill Murray anymore. We brought that up. I can't watch him anymore. He's a fucking asshole. What's that movie? I know Sean would know it, but maybe you do. Like, I don't know if it's Emilio Estevez. They find that dead body. They're fucking garbage men, and that black cop, like he's like the Vietnam War vet, and the black guy. He's a Vietnam War vet, and he hates cops, and he helps them like escape, like try to hide. They find a body in the trash, and they're trying to like hide it.
Is that Emilio
And,
Estevez and Charlie Sheen?
Is it Charlie Sheen?
Hold on. I
makes-
don't want to say the name.
All right,
of
it
the
was,
movie
and then
if I'm
so there's
wrong.
like a scene where this African American dude, he's like a Vietnam vet, and he has this like fear of cops. He's like, oh, I hate cops, and he at one point he like takes these 2 police officers and he strips them down to their underwear and he handcuffs them to a fucking like a little merry-go-round thing, and they're like spinning, and it's actually kind of fucking funny. But yeah, I
I'm trying
guess
see
you had
if
to
it's
be
the
there.
one I'm thinking of, which is Men at Work, but I don't think it is.
Men at Work, that could be it. Yeah, that's got to be. I've seen Men at Work, right? Yeah, that's it. That's got to be it. Unless I'm switching names or something. Not dirty something. No, not something risky bit. No, it's got to be
Risky
that. Men
Business
at
is
Work.
Tom
Yeah.
Cruise.
What?
Risky Business is Tom Cruise.
I know. Tom Cruise is fucking
Search
hot.
out.
He's starting to look really weird. He's
Yeah.
getting like all like fucking weird looking. No.
Yeah, it's Men at Work.
That movie and that band is pretty awesome. Thank you, 80s.
We come.
Men
from
at Work
place
is a
down
good fucking
under.
band, dude. Colin Hayes the man.
Keith David is in that movie. I didn't know that.
Who?
Keith David, he's a actor. He's done a bunch of video game shit. Let me see.
Yo, whatever happened to Carl Weathers?
He's like,
I mean, I know he's
70.
old, but I mean, it's like his career fucking fell off by like 2000. By like 96, Carl Weathers was like not really. He was such a good actor. He's fucking Apollo Creed, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
he came back. He did the Disney Star Wars movies. They were like, well, we have to have him back.
I always thought he was a better actor than Danny fucking Glover.
Danny Glover.
Danny Glover
Yeah.
kind of sucks, dude.
I'm getting too old to
Why
suck
is he
dick.
Why the fuck is he so famous, dog? Like why? Danny Glover. Why? Listen, I'm not
Well,
sure
Denzel
because
Washington's
he's
a
black or
fucking
anything.
one of the greatest.
But you have
actors.
like Denzel's a great actor. I would say whatever. But Samuel L. Jackson. You have all
Oh,
these
you
like.
think you
guys
coming down
in the
here to
80s that
suck my
really-
dick?
No, but like a lot of black actors and comedians and all that really started to like break out in the 80s. Like I feel like the 80s
Eddie
was like the
Murphy.
first decade where blacks could pretty much work anywhere. Like there's definitely racism in the 80s for sure. I'm not fucking saying there wasn't. But you know what I mean? It just seemed like Hollywood finally was like black people could definitely make us some money.
That
Instead of
happened
us, like,
because Eddie Murphy, true story. So Beverly Hills Cop was written for Eddie Murphy. The studio didn't want Eddie Murphy because he was inexperienced, and they gave it to Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone was he wanted too much money, and who did it? Who did fucking Beverly Hills Cop? Who directed it? Is that Bruckheimer or whoever?
Jerry Bruckheimer.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know. But whatever he did, he was like, well, he's too much money. Can we please have Eddie Murphy? And they're like, fine, whatever. He ended up becoming the first black person to break records for an opening box office and total sales for a movie, which is why it spawned 4 sequels.
Eddie Murphy's a terrific actor. That's the whole thing. Eddie Murphy's fucking funny though. I mean, I don't look. I don't care about Eddie Murphy the person, as it seems like that's like always a downer, and he's weird and he's like very cold. But Eddie Murphy's like stand-up's pretty good. It's weird how he doesn't want to come back out. I feel like he's so afraid to fail
It's been
because he's been such a big like Ron Delirious are
36
two of the
years
biggest
since-
fucking all-time.
It's been
comedy
36
special.
years since he's done stand up.
Huh?
It's been 36 years since he's done stand up.
Well, hasn't he done like club shit? He's done like secret club shit, right? You know, like when
he
like
said he
Joe
was gonna
Rogan
go
will
back
just
on
go
the
to the
road.
comedy club.
Yeah,
He'll go to the comedy club on like Thursday and just like fuck off. Like
I've heard.
Well,
he-
I mean,
I've heard he's
fuck
done
off,
that,
but
but I
they-
don't know how true it is because there'd be cell phone video out there. He
Maybe
said he
there
was
is.
going.
I
He
don't
said he
know.
was going to, and he was going to do a huge special, but that was fucking 10 years ago, so I doubt it. He's 60. He's not going to
I'm
come out and do
I'm
something.
surprised he hasn't fucking. Well, I'm surprised he went back to SNL and did anything with them because he did not like that shit. He had to like battle with Joe Piscopo. Like, who the fuck thought that like Eddie Murphy had competition?
Joe Piscopo.
Because he's black. They were like, yeah, if we can get a white guy to be famous, that would be a lot better. Which I'm sure that's the thinking. Of course, it's the thinking. It's like, well, yeah, but if we can get a white guy to do it, it'd just be easier. They say the same thing about. It's like, well, it's easier if you let a man do it, honey.
Who ran SNL during that time?
Gene Dumanion.
Okay.
John Dumanion. John Dumanion. Seriously, look it up.
No, I'm trying to see if
Isn't that who it is? Jean Dumanion.
I'm trying to see if he's.
You'll see his name, Jean Dumanion. And then like Christine Ebersol was like there, and she's like such a fucking crappy actress. I'm sorry. Christine Ebersol's ass. She looks like a bird. It's like Paris Hilton. Aw. Paris Hilton. And Nicole Richie. Oh, she looks like a fucking Slim Jim. She looks like a dead bird. Just like that beak. It's like a dead baby bird. It's so gross. Like a bird that fell out of a nest. It's
She
sad.
just got her head tilted
It's like-
over, and you're trying to tilt like trying to see if he actually was going to come back to stand up.
Eddie Murphy. Fucking Eddie Murphy. I don't know, man. You know, there hasn't been any stand-up comedy that's really done anything for me lately.
There's
I
been a
liked
couple for me.
Mitch Hedberg was great. That's so long ago though. Who's really come out that's been like great though? I mean,
Louis C.K. Every time he comes out, even after the incident, he sells out. Chappelle.
I mean, I don't care if he sells out. Is he good though?
Yeah, he's fucking hilarious. I love his albums are fucking great.
Dude, you know who really fucking sucked, and I'm like so glad they're fucking gone, and I don't think they're ever coming back. Dane Cook.
Dane Cook was funny for a year and a half, and then yeah, he just became a fucking weirdo who kept getting plastic surgery, and he looks like the two twin brothers, the two model twin brothers that got plastic surgery that died. That's what he looks like now. He's 50.
Does he really?
Yeah, he's like 50, and his girlfriend's like
Yeah, he's
20. It's like, it's fucking gay and weird.
What's wrong with that, dude? No, 50 and 20, that's pretty rough.
Yeah, I don't know, it's fucking weird to me.
20s, yeah. 20's really young for that shit. For me, the youngest, I have to say, well, yeah, 23. 23 is good. 23 is like,
Yeah, but you're not that
you're
old.
probably.
You're not that old, so that's fine. But if you're 50,
I'm just saying from my age. I don't want anything close, like, high school or like, I don't want to fucking hear that shit.
no,
Please
that's
have like
gross.
please have new friends. You know what I mean? Like, please, like, live some life, have your heart broken a couple of fucking times, like, so you know what's up. You know what I mean? Have a job. You're done with college, right? Like, you know what a car payment is and shit. Like, you've had some shit happen to you. Like,
Some real
you
world
have been resilient.
experience.
You've been resilient. All right. I think by 23, then yeah, maybe 25 to be safer. But 23, 24, yeah. Anything younger, like, she's 21, so she can go to the bar. Yeah, that's great. Go take her out on her first year of having that responsibility. It's just whack, man. For me, it's just like, lay off the women, let them live their lives when they're that age. I get the fuck. I have no interest. It would annoy me anyway, because they still want to do shit that they should want to do. I don't want to fucking do that shit. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck do I want with that? Like, with a 21-year-old woman, like, I don't know. I don't get it. So.
I don't either. But yeah, Dane Cook was funny.
But
for
I like the
a year.
Beatles. I've heard that one before.
The Shitty Beatles, and it's not just a clever name. But yeah, Dane Cook was funny for like 2 years, and that was it.
The Beatles. 20 years old and you're 50. That just means you want an object. You have no connection with that person. I mean, come on. Like,
No, it just means you want. It just means you want somebody stupid. It just means you want somebody stupid who doesn't know any better.
Oh, it's just a dude who wants a trophy. Like, check out my wife. Like, so you bought her. So she's weak and you're a fucking predator. You're like I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
whatever.
but what trophy does Dane Cook deserve? Participation. All of his jokes are the same thing. Dude, you're ever just sitting there, right? And all of a sudden you're like, my friend's gay and I'm going to have it with him. And it's just like, it's like, I get it. Your format was funny for 2006.
I remember the time, like, my dad wanted to go to I wanted to go to Jensen's animal farm. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. And he's doing the flute at Madison Square Garden. He's like, and I was like, bam. No, that's bad. Yeah, that's better. Bam. And I was just like,
yeah, dude, it's weird because like I said, those two albums, it's A Vicious Circle. I can't remember the other one, what it's called. But those two albums are funny for 2006, though. That's it. They don't age well when you listen to them. Like, I went back and re-listened to them. I went back and re-listened to Oh My God from Louis C.K., which is 2008. It's the same time. And that one was fucking hilarious.
I mean, I listened to George Carlin from like 92 and it's fucking great.
George Carlin, though, is like a whole other level of comedian.
George Carlin sometimes just doesn't even try to tell a joke. He's just fucked
he
up.
just
And it's
tells
like,
stories.
you know what it is? He's good. He makes you laugh, but he'll make you like think and then he'll shock you.
Yeah,
I used to not
all
like
day,
that.
one day you're sitting there and you look at a fence and the fence goes boo. How
See,
did
I
he
used
do
to see
that?
I used to see George Carlin all wrong because I would be like, oh, he gets too extreme. But then I would just look at like his baseline shit and just be like, all right, so this is what he kind of goes for, like the observational comedy. So I would just look at him now and what I enjoy him because I'm like, all right, dude, let's see what you fucking got. Because he's that type of comedian. Like, he likes to shock a little bit, but he's like the whole time you kind of see like his point of views. Like, I don't agree with all of them, but it's
You
just
can
like
you can
he
have
actually puts a lot of thought behind his shit. Like George Carlin's fucking super intelligent, and that's what saves his ass when he gets crazy. And that's what makes him the dynamic work so well.
well,
Like,
I
George
don't
Carlin
like
he just had it, man. He just had like a great fucking thing.
I don't like anti-religious shit, but his anti-religious jokes are fucking hilarious. God bless you.
Thank you. There are just people that are just. I mean, listen. I believe in God. I know that there are people that are just so sick and tired of religion. I don't take it personally. They've had that bad experience. Maybe it could be Catholic Church, could be my type of church. I don't know. People have the right to their own opinion. Listen, I believe in God, but I am not gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, dude, if you say that, you're just so horrible." I'll tell them. I'll be like, "I don't like that," but you know, listen, you have the right to your own opinion. I don't like these people that are like, you can't say that." It's like, no, everybody should have the freedom to say what they want as long as it doesn't cause somebody to get hurt, like physically, you know, like some dangerous shit. But
Yeah, but other
you know.
comedians that are good too. Norm Macdonald is unbelievable as a fucking comedian. Shane Gillis, who I sent you a couple clips of. Shane Gillis, I am so glad that SNL fired him and he didn't have to restrict himself and he could just keep doing his stand up the way that he wants to do it. Because once you go on SNL, you know you have to be careful.
Oh, you'd have to be liberal. Let's be real. Like, I mean, dude, I've heard that was that Zuckerman or whatever, that fucking fucking doop doop doop. Who's the guy that runs NBC? Zuckerman, Jeffrey Zucker.
You mean CNN?
I have no fucking clue. Whatever.
Jeffrey Zucker.
I heard that like if you say anything like pro Republican around him, like he'll fire you. Like it's crazy, dude. Like it's like you go to so I would say where there's smoke, there's fire next. I heard that from like a reputable ass fucking, you know. I read it somewhere. I just can't put my finger on it, but I was just like, oh no, this is a place that would normally not say shit like this because it was a liberal leaning publication, and they're saying this shit, like they're gloating about it, and it was like, who? Like, imagine like I had a business, and I was like, all the ladies that work here, like, you have to be a Republican or you're fucked, or you're fired. And what if the women are like, I had a really bad like time with that. Like she's a good worker, right? But she had a bad time with like a Republican thing. She wants to be a Democrat, like, but she can't work for me.
Didn't they get rid of him? Wasn't he ousted?
Maybe
he was ousted.
Who cares?
Brian Stetzer
like Lorne
was
Michaels, dude. Lorne Michaels.
I'm Lorne Michaels.
Do you remember what I?
Which one?
61.
No.
61 MPH.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I could beat that though.
He probably saw you and he was like, "Have that man killed. Bring me his skull. I want to have his skull."
I would no. I would listen. Directly messing with Lorne Michaels is so. But
he blacklisted Chris Kattan. I mean, which is kind of a blessing in disguise.
No,
how many
Michaels.
How many fucking
Peepers
impressions can you see him?
No, I would just look down. I wouldn't even talk to him. There have been celebrities that I've run it because that's where I live.
Is it
there
like
have been celebrities, and I just look away. I don't even want to fucking talk to them. I don't talk to them.
Is it like the movie Thinner?
Like a famous rapper. Like it was a famous rapper. He's like giving everybody pounds. I swear, dude. It was at the Sag Harbor Yacht Club, and he's like, and I just didn't know who the fuck he was. Listen. He seemed like just a guy having fun. It wasn't like he was some rapping dude, you know, I was not having it. No, I saw it was a celebrity rapper, but I was just not in the mood. So I just kind of like dipped back a little bit and he just walked past. And then somebody told me who he was, and I was like, okay, I still don't. And they're like, yo, he's actually like the top 3. He's like top 3 right now in the world with that shit. And I'm like, I'm still so glad I moved out of the way because I just wasn't in the mood to just be like, hi, you know, like, no. You'd be surprised how many of them will actually try. Like, they'll shake your hand and like, how are you? And I'm like, I mean, I just don't really shake hands with people anymore.
No,
nobody's really genuine to fucking shake hands.
No, I just don't shake hands because I don't like human contact. So it's like, put your hand out.
I used to shake hands because it was a sign of respect all the time. Like, hey, put it there. But after the pandemic and the fact that I live in the wishy-washy Hamptons, I'm just like, thanks a lot. I'll see. And then when people do shit, sometimes I'll just do this. And it's like, that's so 2020. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And I just do this in Cinderella's. I'm like hitting people like, boom, fucking pate's coming. You know. Citizen of the Year.
I just wish that celebrities would be wiped out with some sort of plague that targeted them.
I'm surprised people haven't turned on celebrities, especially after the pandemic. You know, with Gal Gadot leading everybody to sing like, "Imagine your grandparents."
Wasn't Will Ferrell in that fucking bullshit?
I fucking hate Will Ferrell.
Yeah, Will Ferrell was funny for
fucking
about 25
he's
minutes.
He's gotten bizarro. He just doesn't. He's not with it, dude.
I wonder if he got caught with a tranny prostitute.
What's that movie? Why is he do? Does he do a movie with Mark Wahlberg where they're like two gay men and they start like fucking each other on a deserted island, or like on a Caribbean like cruise,
No,
a vacation?
you're thinking of Jim Carrey.
No,
Jim Carrey had a movie
Will
with
Ferrell and Mark
maybe
Wahlberg.
well maybe they did too, but Jim Carrey had that movie I Love You Philip Morris where he blows Ewan McGregor. Yeah, because it's based on a true story of some fucking dude who escaped. Like he did a bunch of like tax fraud and shit.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, so this guy, like, so he's gay, right? So all right, so that's the thing is like, dude, that guy is like probably like a very accomplished person, whatever.
No, he's
you know?
not, dude. He's been in prison
And-
for like fucking 35 years.
But like, that's the whole thing is like a blowjob has to be in the movie. Like, that's so significant. Do you know how many times I've done well when it comes to blowjobs, and like I just don't
Giving
think
them or
that movie...
dishing them out or getting them.
I've lost count. You know, Phil. I don't know. It's just come and go. Anyway, no, but but I would not want to like for the movie to be like, they're like, we need more footage for my film. So I'm just like, nice, Cheryl, nice. You know, I just got blamed. do. It's just like it just cuts to another scene.
I saw that movie when it first came out because I was like, oh,
they just needed 30 seconds. So it's just really quick. It's like
they needed 30 seconds, but you pulled a Marlon Brando and you brought a bunch of camera equipment home and it was you frolicking around your room naked. And they're like, what the fuck is this?
They're like, hey, James just put that movie in. Let's go check it out. Oh yeah.
Dude,
like,
I saw that. I Love You,
I think I
Philip.
know where this is going, and if he's gonna do it, let's turn it off now.
I saw that
It's
I
too
Love You,
late.
Philip Morris movie when it first came out because back then I used to like Jim Carrey.
Why would you?
Because I was
watch
younger,
it?
I didn't know what it was about, and I was like, oh, somebody put it on, and I was like, oh, it's Jim Carrey.
Yo,
And then
are you one of those dudes? Are you one of those people? You actually fucking will sit and watch a movie without reading thoroughly about like. I need to know seriously. Let me tell you the truth. Most movies, I actually will watch. I'll read the ending. Because I won't. If I am not gonna sit through something, and if it doesn't end,
James, this
I feel
is
like I'm being taken hot.
This is
I feel like I'm being taken hostage
2008.
when it's a
There
fucking
wasn't.
movie.
This is 2008. There wasn't people posting.
I need to know the
spoilers on
fucking
internet.
end, and if it doesn't jive with me, I'm like, nah, fuck that movie. It's ruined. Like I'm so serious.
Dude, it was
not
2000.
kidding.
It's 2008. There was no people on the internet being like,
You're
"Here's
17, man."
going on 18." No, but
I
yeah, dude, I was like
love
watching
that.
the movie and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And he's like, but nobody really ever tells you because it's like him, like you think he's banging his wife. He's like, nobody ever tells you how hard it is being gay. And he's like, I'm about to come, and some dude lifts his head up. He's like, so am I. And I was like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? And I was like, this is the weirdest shit I've
dude,
ever fucking
I
seen.
remember.
And then after that, I really was convinced that Jim Carrey was like that. I was like, he was definitely just playing himself the whole time.
Dude, I know like one time I was like, yo, put on Brokeback Mountain. I'm gonna see how far I can get into it. It's so serious. I'm not kidding you.
When'd you come?
No, the part where they like arrive at the fucking pudding ranch, like they like just start looking at each other, and it's like,
That's all it took?
and then no, I'm serious. Have you ever seen the movie at all? Honestly,
No.
and they're just on each other, and then all of a sudden it's like a picture of like it's like a shot of Heath Ledger's like bulbous ass, and then the guy's like. And I was like, turn it off, Angel. I was at my friend Angel's house. I was like, turn it off, Angel. She's like, you sure you don't want to watch it? It gets really good now. She's like, watch what happens when he. I was like, Angel, and she was like, okay, you're not. She was seriously. She was like, you sure you're not gonna? I'm like, no. I'm like, you were never gonna have me watch men have sex. I just want to see how far I can go. She's like, okay. 2 minutes and 35 seconds. You're not good at this. I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Can you put on Rambo?
Was this what you watched?
Say, Tom, do you have any pudding left?
I ate all mine up, silly.
Well, then, now what do we do?
Sorry.
Well, why don't we just explore our sexuality?
Oh, good idea. Let's.
Oh, dude, I shouldn't be seeing this.
I mean, yeah. I mean, kids don't need to see that, right?
Well,
Kids don't need to
what
see
do we
anything
do
like that.
next?
Men or women, they don't need to see that shit.
That's so funny because in the beginning of that episode, they're talking about independent films, and Cartman's like, it's just a bunch of lesbians and gay cowboys eating pudding, and that's basically what the episode was about. Well, I'm all out of pudding. You got any
Dude,
left?
I tried this shirt on, and
It's a nice shirt.
like yesterday, I bought what?
It's a nice shirt. I like it.
Thanks. It's a Ben Sherman original.
A Ben Shapiro original.
No, I think
It's made
Ben
out of the
Sherman
finest
was
cotton.
like- I
You
think
can actually
I
take
gotta
this
look it
cotton
up.
and cut a hole
I
in
think-
it.
I think Ben Sherman was like a big like department store company in like the 60s and 70s. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna look into that.
The
I
Ben-
really will.
The Ben Shapiro sheet collection. Every sheet that you buy comes with one hole cut in the center.
I don't think he does that.
I don't know
I'm actually, in fact, I'm almost 100% certain that he doesn't do
that he
that.
doesn't have sex.
So that's like
Sex is gross. I'll never have it.
I don't think he's like that.
I hope so. Now that I've said it.
I don't think so. I think he might actually turn to you and say, "You're grossly misguided, bitch." And then you're like, "Whoa!" And imagine that he just gave you like a shiner.
That'd be really funny if Ben Shapiro on the internet talks exactly like this. But then like you see him in the street and you're like, "What's up, Ben, you fucking idiot?" And he's like, "Why don't you shut your fucking mouth, homie? It's my real voice." And you're like, "Oh, ooh."
He's like,
Hold on a second. I need to hold on. Let me talk to this guy.
"Yo, dog, yo, the fuck? Yo, you
Listen,
trying to
man.
fuck with my flow?
I
You trying
know-
to fuck with my flow?"
I get it. I'm
Yo.
a short guy. You trying to fuck with me. But yo,
Yo,
I'll
dog.
kill you.
You know, and imagine that he's like,
Yeah. So anyway, all right, guys. Thank you. It's great to see you. Great to see you. Hey, yo, those people need to shut the fuck up, man. I
It's-
swear to God.
it's like
the
he's
last
got that-
motherfucker who sucked at me, man, and told me I was wrong about being a libertarian, man. I was gonna make a fucking eat my shit.
It's Ben Shapiro,
like,
and then he
"Oh,
accidentally drinks a
fuck."
potion that he creates, and he becomes like the Stefan Urkel. So he becomes like Benjay Shapiro.
dude, I love how like they ruined the show with that. Like, so like Laura doesn't fall in love with Steve Urkel for being like so devoted to her, to the point where he fucked over Michelle Thomas. Dude, go back and watch those episodes. I'm sorry. Let me just be real with you. I figured this out when I was a child. Laura is a really, really self-centered bitch. And, you know, she's a pretty girl, educated. I'm not putting her down for much. She's actually decent. And sometimes she's okay with Steve. And I'll be real. We were all teenagers once. She's just young, and she probably didn't know how to really react to him. That being said, Michelle Thomas, okay, was that Myra? Oh, she was so beautiful on like 8 million different levels. Dude.
Oh shit, she died during the
Unfortunately,
production of that show.
she died of stomach cancer at like 28 or something. She was so young. Michelle Thomas was so fucking gorgeous, dude. When I was a teenager, like when she was on that show, like I just wanted to see her. I was like, Laura, get the fuck out of here, or just I just loved when like
Come on,
and
Steve.
Myra would no, she would clown Laura hard, bro. She'd get on some psycho shit. She was awesome, bro. And then also, dude, Aunt Rachel, Thelma Tompkins, Thelma Tompkins, bro. She was from Tony Orlando and Dawn. She was a pretty lady too, man. But that show overall was awesome because it normalized black families as just great families to be entertained by, just like any white family could be entertaining. Like, I love Family Matters. That shit taught me, like, it really did. Teaches you, like, as a white kid growing up, it's all good if they're black. You know, Eddie Winslow was like any other kid. It just made it so normal. Like, you knew like a Waldo. It was fine, man. Like, that show was awesome. The show is definitely good for people. It wasn't too heavy on like the morality. but it showed like wisdom and shit. It showed a lot of like intelligence, courage and shit. It did touch on race. It touched on like teenage problems. And then one day, like Urkel and like turned into Bruce Lee and like helped Carl fight like some Asian street gang in a factory, and that was like pretty much jumping the shark, but in the coolest.
Oh, it wasn't when he turned himself into
burning-
like a helicopter and all the other shit at the end.
No, but dude, Family Matters. Have you watched it? That show.
Yeah, I
aged
went back and watched it.
extremely Well,
I went back and watched an episode recently, and I really enjoyed it. I only really watched
Yeah.
it for fucking Reginald Vel Johnson anyway, because he was cool as shit. Come on, Steve,
He's a
get out of
good-
my house, you little fuck. And you're like, oh shit, okay.
dude. All right. So Jo Marie Payton, she was from so I think Family Matters is like it's a spinoff from Perfect Strangers, because Jo Marie Payton, she became such a decent character in that show. They were like, okay, so she's like a black woman, let's give her her own show. Family Matters was that show, if I'm not mistaken. And then it just grew because then they cast Reginald Vel Johnson. He's a very good actor. He's a good TV actor. He's very good as Carl Winslow.
Dude, he's good
It
in
was
fucking Die Hard.
Lieutenant Hightower was in there at the beginning. He passed away
Bubba
a couple
Wallace.
years ago. Huh?
Bubba Wallace, that's his name.
That's no, it was a Hightower. It was a white guy. It was a
Oh,
police.
I thought you talked about Hightower from Police
Yeah,
Academy.
or his name was Hightower. This guy.
What did you do before you were a cop? I was a florist.
And then they had
Florist? You know
they had
flowers and shit?
they had Rosetta Lenore. She was grandma. She was good. And then Fletcher, Estelle Mabel.
And then
Yeah, dude, dude, go back and I grew up with Family Matters from like season 1. Like, I mean, I came in right as that show came out. I saw it first run. So it's not all of, I was too young for the beginning of Full House, but I caught up with reruns and syndication. But dude, Family Matters is good shit. It's like a good, mindless sit down show. It's a good show. I like it way better than Fresh Prince.
yeah, because Will Smith's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, but that doesn't stop Fresh Prince from being a really, really decent show.
Yeah, but the
I can
show's
sit and be
good. The
entertained
show
by it.
would have been good without Will Smith. It's like certain shows where the main character's weak, and you're like, eh.
no.
Uncle
that's-
Phil was way
no,
better.
no.
Carlton had better storyline.
Here's where you're like seriously like not. Maybe you look at it this way before you have that opinion. And I'm not saying you're wrong, but hold on, dude. The fact that like Will Smith, I think if it wasn't Will Smith and they put in any other black kid, it would have looked like pandering hokey black stuff. Like, and white
Maybe.
people would have just been like, oh, it's just culture. It's just N-word culture. And they would have that shit would have went to like UPN 9. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be a jerk. That's true. But the fact that Will Smith was so entertaining and so like non-threatening to parents, Will Smith had the it factor for white parents, bro. So he was allowed in white homes. If you put in another black person, you get somebody that's too strong. Like, remember, Martin Lawrence wasn't allowed in all the white homes. He was like a hush hush, like kind of like, because he got a little dirty there. All right. And this is the 90s. But he was also on Fox. So it's fucking strange. But I don't know, man. Will Smith is the reason why that show took off. And that show did take off. And it put black culture on the map. It basically put in the cool factor while also still being intelligent, and it really did more on the cool than like what the Cosby Show couldn't do. But the Cosby Show built respect,
I fucking
so
love
they
the
worked
Cosby
together.
Show.
Cosby Show is a fantastic television show.
Really good.
It really is. Yeah, I know people don't like with the Bill Cosby. Look, if you don't want to watch him, I'm not gonna yell at you. I ain't gonna yell at you. A lot of people are upset. They see it a certain way. We're all allowed to, we're all entitled to our opinions. I'm not sharing mine. I'm not saying I agree with Bill Cosby or anything. I'm just saying I cannot forsake that show. It's one of the first shows I ever watched. I think it's one of the reasons why it never struck me as odd whenever I see a black person. I think that it's like if I have a teacher who's black that year, I never go, oh, that's disappointing. You know what I'm saying? White people, like, yeah, but everybody kind of gets that, like, because sometimes we get like, because we want to identify with our own peoples, and a lot of people like doing that.
Everybody
But it's
likes
not
doing
hard.
that.
It's not difficult for me at all. It's not weird. Even as a child, if I had like a gym teacher like Mr. Stewart, who's a great
that dude
educator.
was
He's a gym
awesome.
teacher. Mr.
I had Mr.
Yeah,
Stewart.
Mr. Stewart. I won't say his first name, but Mr. Stewart. He He's a great gym teacher, and I never had any
He's
apprehension.
got to be 70.
Yeah. He was just, oh no, dude. He would be oh, he'd be close to 80 now at this point.
Yeah, I told the last time I heard anything about him was like,
He turned 50, I think, when I was like, no, dude. I mean, he might have turned 50 when I was still like in 5th grade. Okay, that's 1994. So that would put him at 44. 78. Yeah. Yeah,
was awesome.
he was just in great shape.
dude was
He was
fucking
just a
kick ass.
he was a great athlete, very patient man,
Yeah.
really good with kids. Just kept encouraging you. Like if he knew a kid tried, like if you goofed off, he would go embarrass you a little bit. He would go and just make you do something stupid. Nothing to make you hurt your feelings. Like Mr. Stewart never hurt your feelings ever. He never wanted to hurt a child. He never got mad enough to hurt a child. I think one time he dropped the clipboard down and he felt bad doing it, and because he was so frustrated. But he never wanted to hurt a kid. That's what I loved about him. And if he even knew you were trying, even like, I don't know, he would just encourage the kids to succeed. It was crazy. He was a very good, patient man. I don't know. I don't know if they make teachers like that anymore.
No.
But my son, my oldest son, his teachers are. I met them. I went to an event recently. Very good people. They seem to really care about him. So there's still some great teachers, and teachers are criminally underrated in the United States, but we suck. You know what I mean?
I know
Do you know what I mean?
It's been over an hour.
So-
I'm gonna close the show out because I gotta do something anyway. I kind of want
Yeah.
to record, and I know you're about to record too.
Yeah, but what are you doing later? Are you just gonna record for the night, or?
I'll record for a little bit and text you and all that shit. Usual Saturday
right,
night
cool.
shit.
Yeah, do your thing, and I'll talk to you in a little bit.
All right, man. Well, that was the episode of Culture Vulture. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Thanks for stopping.
Yeah, everybody, all 4.5 of you have Dahmer.
Have a good night, everybody.
See you guys later. Oh.